podcast for nerds from nerds.
How's it going, guys? This is Morton or Ryan. I am here being joined by Jason, aka Samaroni, and Hovo. I don't know his real name.
Giovanni, but aka Jovanite.
Okay.
Figured that I was saying your first name wrong. Nevertheless, welcome to episode 26 of the podcast. And as you can tell, this is not a collaboration episode. We are taking a short break from doing collaborations because the rest of the hosts, myself included, have agreed on the idea of saving a collaboration episode for episode 27 in celebration of 2 years of the All Things Nerdy podcast. And you can tell just by the intro that we have an animation now for the intros for future podcast episodes.
Woo!
And not only that, January 19th makes it the first anniversary of Order of the Amethyst Oak.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yep.
I will say this. I do apologize for the large camera for everyone else. It's just I enlarged it because I didn't really want to change my Fuki. I like this one a little too much.
That's because
It
you wrote Fallen Sage of Despair, which, coming to think about it, we could talk about part one now.
Part one, yeah, definitely. You guys have been trying to keep up with it as long as possible.
Yeah.
I released it on. I was actually going to release it the day after Christmas or a few days after, but I accidentally published it on the 23rd. So I'm like, well, I guess this is your Christmas present from me, I guess. uh, Part one is finally out. Yes, Nadine does get the good old main character treatment of getting their ass kicked for the first time.
Yep.
The
And
classic character trope.
my honest thoughts on part one, I do think that's a good start, but I did openly say to him that the world building is where I have criticisms with.
Which I will say this. The world building as of currently is supposed to be like this, like that. Because what I'm doing is, as the story progresses, you'll find out more about the world and what's going on.
Yeah.
Kind of like how almost every game does it.
Yeah, like whenever it comes to me introducing a new character, what I did with Yoru Satoshi for Paranormal Slayer 1 is that the first half gives us context of how he got his training, and the second half of his character intro shows us what his daily life is like. To where he's fighting cultists who's been summoning demons and demons from Akuma's army. And the Akuma in Paranormal Slayer is the Japan's devil.
Alright.
Yeah, because with Paranormal Slayer, I did my research on the mythologies and followed the source material in a way to where it both respects the culture and has original ideas for the Mirrorgate universe. Which, speaking of that, I can say this much. Investigator's Revenge is going to be coming out for Horror Game Season 2026, but for the time being, my lips are sealed for when it is going to be official.
Same goes for part two. Because, to be honest, I haven't even started writing part two, but I know how I want it to end.
Yeah.
And part two, again, will be the longest part that I wrote, because part one only has, not including the prologue, it only has two chapters of part one. Part 2, we'll probably have 5 to 6, depending on how detailed I want to get with the story.
Yeah, I see your point with that, to be 100% honest. And a smart decision that I've made for the Mirrorgate universe is that I'm working on a guide to where it gives you like what year it is during the events of the story, plus the chronological order, what saga the stories in questions is in, the runes of the dimensions, and the background lore of each individual dimension. And the easiest one to know is Midgard, which is basically just planet Earth. Because the idea of Midgard being the human dimension takes inspiration of the concept of Midgard being the human realm in Norse mythology.
Which I am a very huge fan of those type of Norse mythology history stuff,
Okay.
and I do
Now-
like some Norse.
Whenever it comes to mythology with mine, I'm leaning towards like the mythologies. I'm like taking inspiration from multiple different mythologies. For example, there's of course Chinese mythology, all those mainly Asian mythologies. Like folklore.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
That's mainly the inspiration I'm aiming for, is the Asian folklores. Especially
any
Japan.
folklore that you don't have much knowledge about can be scary.
I know way too much about Japan.
Yep. And there isn't much knowledge that I have about Latin American folklore when it comes to its monsters, ghosts, and demons. But I know La Lechuza and La Llorona pretty well. La Lechuza, she's a witch owl, and La Llorona, I would say, is probably the scariest urban legend in Latin America. Which I was happy to see La Llorona come back 3 years later for Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, because La Llorona was how John Murdy wanted to end the Monstro series. So whether or not if we're gonna get a prequel to it is a whole other question on its own. Unless that the 2022 version of the La Llorona house is the prequel. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just a theory. And yes, I thought it'd be fitting to throw in a Matt Pat reference. Which, speaking of Matt Pat, we all know that he's in the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie as Toy Bonnie, and Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is on digital now.
Nice. I do have to admit, I do have to say a lot of things of the first one, which I'm not gonna lie. I did watch the first one. It's okay. Story is pretty, it's basically your typical thing, and
Yeah,
the only thing
it's not very
it's not-
spooky.
No, it's not.
FNAF 2 is much better than the first one.
I will give the first one this. I do love the animatronics, and also made by the Jim Henson's puppetry, which I do have to admit that was a good choice of having the Jim Henson's puppetry to work on that, because Jim Henson's puppetry is one of my favorite puppetries I do like, because there's a lot of history with those things that have been used, including the Muppets, also the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ones as well.
Wait,
and
are we
also
talking about the old ones? Like the 90s?
Yeah, the old ones.
Damn,
Yes.
I did not
Yes.
know that.
Yeah, that was also made by Jim Henson's puppetry.
I
And
did
they,
not know that. Like,
Yep,
I've
it
watched
is.
them as... I don't remember if I was a teen or not, but I did not know that until now.
Yep. They worked on that one, and they worked on a lot of other movies that were by the Jim Henson's puppetry, and they're very well known for it.
Yeah. And Jim Henson's puppets cooked for the Five Nights at Freddy's house for Halloween Horror Nights in both Orlando and Hollywood.
Oh
Of
yeah.
course they would.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When haven't they?
That's
True.
a good point. And also, I can say this much. Preparation season is a new concept for horror game season as a Halloween event. And for those who doesn't know what horror game season is, it is a Halloween event to where from July 16th to November 1st, when it comes to gaming content, I play horror games and sandbox horror maps. And as for IRL content, I usually go to Halloween stores and may or may not go to Halloween events depending on whether or not if I am allowed to film in that event in question.
Now, for me though, I'm gonna solely just do it on October, seeing spooky season.
Pussy.
That's when nah, fuck off, man. I have games that I want to play. I'm still going to be playing AI Limit next year because I haven't streamed that in a while. Because part 2 is still out. I need to get part 3 up and streamed. I do also plan on possibly streaming Final Fantasy 16, though what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go back to the mission, like the very first mission that I can go to, because I can't go to the beginning of the game, sadly. So I'll just go to that part of the game, try to explain what happened beforehand, and then continue from there.
Yeah, because if I memorized correctly, the explicit parts is that there is a lot of sex scenes.
Not as much, but they're mainly just cut out.
They are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are
Okay,
cut
so
out.
if they're cut out, that's good.
The only time you'll hear something sex actual sex related is
moans.
oh yeah, the first that's it.
Yep.
That is literally it.
Yeah.
I think it was the cutscene where this game is I don't 2 years old now, but for those who haven't watched it, spoiler warning. Who haven't played it, spoiler warning.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
With Sid, Clive, and Jill, when they're just hanging out at the one of the places at the capital.
They have an orgy.
No, they don't. There's 2 people that walk by. You know what they hear right after they walk by?
What?
Moans.
Moans.
Of course.
Called it.
Of course. Yep.
Moans.
Yeah.
Legit, just moans.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Zombieland?
Yes, I have seen Zombieland.
Yeah,
Tits don't work like that.
I remember that there is one scene, and it was with the second movie, but all you hear is moans. And then we get an explanation from Jesse Eisenberg later.
I think what makes the scene even more funnier is that Jill was like, so much for private.
Holy shit. And did you guys know that Fatal Fury is celebrating its 34th anniversary?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sick. Speaking of Final Fantasy, there were an article I did read that there will be a remake. The ninth one. The 9th remake. But here's the funny twist. It will be only
Where's 13? I want a 13. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly want to see part 3 of the Final Fantasy remake.
Give me a remake of Final Fantasy 13. I'll be happy. The entire trilogy at that.
Mm.
And clear up some certain things that are confusing in the trilogy, please.
Yeah, like Resident Evil 2 cleared up confusion with its remake, and when it comes to the changes that they made, I'm happy that they made Ashley not annoying. Like, she was so
Okay.
annoying in the original that she was cringe, but
Mm.
The
in
reason
the remake, she's calm, she's aware of the situations, and she tries her best to help out Leon, even if she
Mm.
ends up being scared.
you guys want to know the reason why I asked for a remake for Final Fantasy 13 and its trilogy?
Well, why is that?
The PC ports suck. They're not optimized. Like you have to get like 13 itself, it's perfectly fine. It works fine. But 13.2 and Lightning Returns 13, Final Fantasy 13. God damn, that's a fucking mouthful. Those ones aren't optimized worth of shit.
Mm.
Yeah, so you know how Geese Howard was in Tekken 7 as a guest character?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hear me out for this prediction. If we were to get a Tekken character in Fatal Fury, what if we were to see Heihachi?
Hmm. Actually,
Eh,
that would work.
Yeah, that would be
eh.
a good trade if you ask me.
So,
Yeah.
a
And I can also
character
see
from Tekken and
Kazuya
Fatal
being in
Fury,
Street Fighter 6.
Mm.
of course they would put Kazuya in Street Fighter 6. He's like a major part of Tekken.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same as Heihachi.
Yeah.
So this would mean that if we go by that logic, Heihachi would be given a round 2 because he was the PlayStation character for Soul Calibur 2 in replacement of Cloud Strife because there was a last minute issue that happened with the licensing.
Mm.
Soul Calibur 2 was during this was what year again?
I want to say 2004, and
2004.
they've had yeah, they got
Oh,
Spawn
that
as
was
the
when
Xbox character because there was no Microsoft character at the time.
I need to look at when the SquareSoft era ended real quick.
And they have Link from The Legend of Zelda as the GameCube exclusive, and it is the Ocarina of Time Link, the best game in the Legend of Zelda series. If you try to convince me otherwise, you can suck my dick.
Oh, okay. So, the SquareSoft era ended in 2003
Mm.
That would explain a lot on the why there was a last minute license issue.
Yeah.
because SquareSoft went all the way up to 2002, I believe, and well, of course, ended in 2003.
Mm.
Because they merged with Enix and they became Square Enix, what
Yep.
they are
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Which I find it funny though, because like how with like the current Final Fantasy games and which direction they're kind of going
Mm.
to appeal to like newer audiences and older audience at the same time. Some of the older audiences don't like how they're going with the like combat that most games are now.
I could definitely understand that for most older fans, but to be honest, like if it's for some people that want their first experience and they don't want to go through the basic old JRPG, I mean, I mean, it's their choice. Like, if they want to
Mhm.
choose action RPG, then that's fair for them.
Yeah.
Because like
They don't.
that's the one thing I like about Final Fantasy 16 is that it took the idea that Final Fantasy 15 had, lessened it a bit, and made it to what it is now,
Hmm.
which is kind of a DMC kind of thing, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's more like a hack and slash type of way. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And to be 100% honest with how it was mentioned, for when Cyborg Assassin comes to life as a video game, I can 100% see it being a hack and slash when it comes to the combat.
Now, with mine, I would have to say mine would be more fit to what Wuthering Waves is, like RPG wise, which is an open world post apocalyptic action RPG.
Hmm.
If it has a gacha system, there's a good chance that I'm not going to
No,
play it
no
because
gotcha.
I don't like
No
gachas.
gotcha. I never intend on doing gotcha.
That's
Most
good.
of my ideas for games always like full on. You have this character. This is the character you stick with throughout the entire game.
Yeah, and to
And
be
then if
100%.
I do like a separate little character thing, I'll most likely do it the way that Spider-Man 2 does it, to where you can just swap between the characters, but during the story you have to play as a certain character. Pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the stories for the Cyborg Assassin series, for Evolutions, I honestly think that the DLC stories could be crossover stories.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be a fun idea to do. And
Oh
Uh,
for
yeah, it definitely would
2
be.
Project Resurrection, let me just say, I'm going to be cooking with the story because I have bangers of ideas. And for when it becomes a video game, I do want to tell the game studio, being like, what when you make this happen,
I am the game
do
studio.
what you can to give this game of the year quality of
hmm.
peak content.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, if people didn't really like hate gotcha games that much, I guarantee if they really took the time to actually play WUWA, ignoring the gotcha system, the gotcha aspect of it,
Hmm.
it would have instantly reached to game of the year status.
Hmm.
Mainly because Kuro Games is always trying to improve,
Yeah,
because their goal is to become what HoYoverse is, a AAA gotcha.
but not in the way to where they're being greedy.
Oh yeah, they care about their players. They don't want to toss them aside and not listen to them. They're like that's the thing with Kuro Games. They listen to their players. If they have a problem with something, their players have a problem with something, which I know this from experience because of punishing Grey Raven. They will go to that specific issue, figure it out, and change it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And something that I like with because most gotcha games don't do this. There's always like a pity system, but there's a 50-50 that you'll lose, right?
Hmm.
Now, with Punishing Grey Raven, actually, they don't have a 50-50. They're just like, oh, you get to this pity, you get the character just straight off the bat.
Hmm. That doesn't sound that bad.
But that's only if you do like the standard ones, which is actually the better one. You don't want to do the fate pulls.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because those ones go up to like 100 to 80 to 100. The main ones are just 60. So you just got to do 6 10 pulls.
Yeah, the fake ones would sound brutal.
The Fate ones are brutal.
And one fun question, when it comes to any fighting game that you can think of, who do you think would be a fitting character for what fighting game? And I have said a good chunk of times in this podcast, I feel like that Conan the Barbarian would feel a lot more at home in a Soul Calibur game than in Mortal Kombat 1.
Hmm.
Hmm.
To be fair, hot take, knowing that he's already in Tekken, if you just take him out of Tekken and throw him in Mortal Kombat, he would definitely fit, and that's Clive.
Oh, dude, that's
That would
like,
be perfect.
that's
That'd be
peak.
perfect.
That is a
'Cause if you
peak
think about
choice.
Because if you think about it, he has the power of all Aeons. I don't know how to say it correctly.
Hmm.
Econs.
Acons, yeah, Acons.
Econs. He has all those powers. He has Shiva, Ifrit. Well, Ifrit's the one he is. The Phoenix. Shiva, Ramat, Garuda, Leviathan, Odin, Bahamut, and Ultima. That's 8 Elcon.
God damn.
Econ.
Shit.
And when it comes to horror characters, I know that Ash Williams was originally going to be in Mortal Kombat 11, but it didn't happen due to licensing issues, which is why we got the Joker instead.
Which is a shame, but it could have been perfect. It could have been great. It would have been great, but it's fine.
Yeah, they did what they
we
could.
got-
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I think whenever I first mentioned like Nadine's design too towards you, I don't think you ever noticed that her pupils are red.
I didn't notice it the first time.
I literally had to point it out that hey, her pupils are red. there's a lore reason why her pupils are red, but I'll get into that.
Like
the
how Speedo's
two.
green eye has a lore reason onto why it's green and his normal eye is blue.
Because yeah, I did reveal in part 1 that yes, Nadine is the second sage of fate. She just didn't know it
Until she was told.
until she was told by her mother. Which her mother is dead. It's kind of like, you know how Clive turned into Imfreet for the first time?
Yeah.
I don't know the lore reason behind it, so please do not spoil.
Fair enough.
Morin is
Okay.
so bad.
I don't want to talk about it so badly, but you're like, no.
The reason onto why I don't want you talking about it right now is because you would be spoiling it for me if you did.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
I don't want to spoil like any like major story plot points of Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah. And as for Dispatch, I was pissed that it was done dirty for this year's Game Awards, but for other awards like the Steam Awards, they got Game of the Year for the Steam Awards, which I'm happy for Ad Hoc that they got this achievement.
Okay. If I'm remembering this correctly, Claire Obscure, Hollow Knight, Dispatch, and another game was on the indie ones, right?
Yes.
And my vote was Hollow Knight. For one simple reason. It crashed every single store on its release. That is the simple reason why. I will still uphold that to its highest point because of that. It was fucking hilarious.
Hmm.
Yeah, so if we can get back on topic, that would be appreciated.
Right.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so Ad hoc did confirm that they are working on the idea of a season 2, and it
Alright.
is now on Switch 1 and 2, which honestly, that's a good move to have it on both 1 and 2.
I don't think one's gonna be lasting any longer though.
Oh no,
Because you know how
season
Switch
1
are.
finished
No,
last
I'm talking about the Switch.
Oh, the first Switch, yeah.
I don't think like its online services is gonna last any longer. Because at some point Nintendo will say, "Oh yeah, all this will be taken away."
Yeah, to be 100% honest, I do not like the direction that they're going for Switch 2 because
Even
of
the
how
first.
many controversies that the system has found itself in.
Okay.
Hmm.
With that lot of knowledge, the one thing I will say, the person who was the head of Nintendo for the longest time for uh, the US, like America,
Hmm.
he doesn't even recognize Nintendo of what they were built on.
Yeah, because back then they, if I memorize correctly, they
It was the
sold
one.
cards for illegal gambling before
Mm.
it became a video game company.
Yeah. I think
Hmm.
at one point they used to do not only that, but they also did taxi service as well. And also the funniest thing is this is actually true from Nintendo. They also made love hotels.
What?
Yes, a long time ago they used to make love hotels, which is the weirdest.
Nintendo.
That's the most history about them. Yes, before they got into
But
consoles and stuff.
for Nintendo being one of the most well known for making children's games,
Yes, yes,
they had love hotels
yes, but that was
in
only in
Japan.
Japan. Yes, yes, they made love hotels
Oh my god.
I'm
before they ever.
flabbergasted from that, honestly.
I know
I'm surprised as well.
it's the most shockingest history for them, but I can see why they just don't mention that because, well,
I mean, to be fair, they do have games like Xenoblade Chronicles,
fair.
Yeah, and when it
which
comes
is
to
a
two,
which is
I know that there are some people that are into Pyra and Mithra in the way they're like, yep, this is gonna be.
No comment.
Am I wrong though?
No comment. I have a reason why I'm saying no comment. No comment.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair. But I
I mean,
also had a fair
partly,
point
I hope
asking,
you
am I
know,
wrong though?
Nadine's design is based off of like 2 characters from PGR, but 1 from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure you can guess who it is.
Nia.
No. It is one of the main cast, though. I will say that.
Is it Rex?
Nadine, a female character.
I'm guessing which Xenoblade
It's not Rex.
character.
It's not Rex, he's a male.
Oh.
It's a female character. Think female characters
Hmm.
in the main cast.
I'll get back to you on that. Nevertheless, when it comes to the final execution of how Dispatch Season 1 went, Matthew Mercer was so fucking good as Shroud. And Aaron Paul, he
Fuck is this, Robert?
Aaron
looks
Paul was
so
so good as Robert Robertson, aka Mecha Man.
The fuck is this, Robert? They look fucking identical.
And what they and when it comes to the 3 endings, there's two to where you have the option, like if you choose to kill Shroud, you are temporarily suspended, but if you spare him, you're known as a hero. But if you get the secret ending, Invisigal kills him. And honestly, the Invisigal killing him ending honestly makes the most sense in my mind.
Mm. I mean, that's fair. And like a funny thing that I might and like part of like the story of heroes kind of plays in is like a major thing that goes into my story as well. Because if you think about Nadine's character, she doesn't like to hurt anyone. If anything, whenever she does, she only hurts them to put them out of commission or disable them. None of her attacks are ever aimed at any fatal area at all.
Yeah, for Ryder, it depends on his opponent and whether or not if they are a threat to the Mirror Gate.
The only time that you'll probably see Nadine like absolutely merciful, like merciless, is towards the monsters.
Yeah,
That's the only time.
yeah, like if Ryder as a character was to be merciless, he knows how to rip somebody's eyeball out.
You don't want to know how bad Nadine is. Trust me.
I can think of some fucked up shit.
All right. Think of. I want you to think of something then that you would think that Nadine would do to a monster.
I was not gonna go down that route, but I was talking about for what Ryder would do, which is that the fucked up thing is pulling out someone's intestines through their mouth.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
Nadine would do a lot worse.
I bet she can't top Art the Clown.
She can actually.
Not like that!
Holy shit. Damn. Okay.
Freezing!
Huh. Jesus. Okay.
I'm talking about topping him on who's the goriest.
Yeah, she can. I know what you meant.
Damian Leone would beg to differ.
No, she can't. Nadine could possibly top the gory, like a very gory kill.
Well, good luck
That's
trying to
part-
top the Bleach and Salt
that's-
kill from Terrifier 2, because holy shit, that is disturbing.
Why do you think I'm going with more of an anime style? It's less sensitive than actual live action uh, gore.
Yeah, to be 100% honest, an animated style is what I want to go for the rest of the Mirror Gate universe, while the second half of the Horrors of History saga, with the exception for Circus Asylum, is live action.
Because, like, I get that, like, certain animes, yeah, given that their tones, like, with their tones, they have to be for this specific age. Mine, it's gonna lean towards, like, 16, maybe 14.
Yeah, I lean towards the 18 plus side because of how mature the narrative can be for what I write.
Mine, I try to stay around, like, the 14 to 16 age rating. Because I don't want to go, like, too far to where it's like, oh, shit, yeah, this is too much for a 14-year-old or 16-year-old to watch. Which, yet a 16-year-old will actually go past what they should be. They're rebellious.
Yeah. Yeah, and fun fact, if you guys know a restaurant called Th1ngs, they're going to be opening a location in 2026 in the Universal City Walk in Hollywood.
Clap for them.
Yeah, and based on my history, the creator of Raising Cane's thought of the idea for a college project, and he got the lowest grade in the class. So he worked brutal jobs on getting the funds to start his business. And he
Damn.
named the restaurant after his dog.
I'll be back real quick. I get it.
And after he started it, everybody made fun of the menu at first, and then from when they tried it for themselves, they're like, this is actually good. Yeah, so it had a rough start, but things ended up being wholesome in the end.
I don't think I've had Raising Canes, but I don't have a few areas at my place that has a Raising Canes. But if I go to one, I might give it a try and see how their food is.
Yeah, I honestly do want to try Raising Cane's at some point. I think there's one in Lutz, Florida, if I remember correctly. I need to recheck.
Oh, got the hiccups. Anyway, really wish that B could have joined today, but he's not really feeling well.
Yeah, so for context, at the time we are recording this, he got sick last night, which he and I were talking about last night, and he did agree that it was an unfortunate time to leave because of the fact that we were in the middle of a fight in their D&D campaign at the time. And
But like I was so ready to just I was like so ready just to like get into a fight and all that, and next thing I see, oh, Bede's not feeling well.
Yeah, and the worst part is that B is the only person that takes notes.
So yeah, our note taker, he's sick for a while. We don't know how long though.
Yeah, hopefully he
gets
feels
soon.
better.
Hopefully.
Which, if he's not, I'm gonna bully him into taking better care of himself.
Don't. Just make sure you just give him some support. Don't try to bully him, man.
Of course I'm gonna be supportive. Like,
of course that the session, whenever after like he told us, I saw that he like got online for a second. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna text him and just say, rest. Rest, motherfucker, rest. I didn't word it like that. I just said rest with a bunch of exclamation marks afterwards.
yeah, and we all know YouTube is in a really shitty state right now. Like,
hasn't it always been in a shitty spot?
Like, they've been promoting gambling ads. They have a $6.9K lawsuit against them for illegally storing data, and they're having a legal battle against Chase Car because Chase Car got wrongfully banned and YouTube refuses to give Chase Car their channel back. And they were also caught red-handed lying about the usage of AI because the AI moderation has wrongfully banned a lot of content creators.
That's why I'm careful of what I say. Sometimes.
Yeah, and the CEO said the most brain dead shit in response, saying that it's going to be a good tool.
What the
No.
fuck?
No, it's not even a good tool. I'm sorry, but using AI is a
Okay.
good tool.
This is my take on AI. Like, if you think about it, AI has always been used in games. Like,
Mm.
if you really think about it,
Mm.
because
Mainly
what
for
is used
NPCs.
exactly? What's used for the NPCs movements? AI, the coding of the AI for the NPCs.
Yeah, if it's used for NPCs, that's acceptable.
Like, and all that. And if it's used for like bases of certain things that you need, then okay. As long as you replace it, that's fine. Which Baldur's Gate, or not Baldur's Gate, Claire Obscure did. They did exactly that. They did use it for a short period. They didn't like it, and they just reverted back to normal people.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and they did say that they made a game that they wanted to play,
Hmm.
hmm
which is why Claire Obscure Expedition 33 got Game of the Year for this year's Game Awards, which is
Like,
technically last year at the time this episode comes out.
yeah.
Hmm.
But for what I'm saying for it is holy fucking shit, it was awesome. That like I'm seeing shit from it about it and like what people are saying with it. My friend playing the game, one of my friends is playing the game, and looking at it, it's actually really good
Hmm.
design wise. So I like it.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna like go back a few years though, like for the game of the year. Why this? There's one game that I'm really disappointed that didn't get nominated in like 2023. I don't think it was, but it's Final Fantasy 16.
Mm.
I really wish it did because like everything that I'm experiencing in Final Fantasy 16 right now, it's amazing. Storytelling, it's what people want from Final Fantasy. They don't want a super slow paced story, right?
Right.
They want an evenly paced storyline. That's exactly what Final Fantasy 16 is. Because the pacing isn't as slow as 15 was. 15 is horrendously slow.
Yep. Yeah. There's two other individ. There's two individuals that were shedding light on when it comes to their controversy because we already know Drake is a controversial piece of shit for being a pedophile because he
Mm.
was sexting Sadie Inc. Wait, no, Sadie Sink from when she was working on Stranger Things,
Mm.
and she was a minor at the time.
Like God.
Wait, who is that? Yeah, like in the show? Like certain
Max.
character? Oh, that's Max?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Jesus.
So he
And
was
as for
sexting Max.
Aiden Ross, we know that he's
Okay.
currently under controversy for trying to defame Iron Mouse. And in the past, he's been under controversy for doing illegal drugs and for abusing alcohol on stream. And he has said slurs on Twitch to where he got banned.
Okay. Speaking of Iron Mouse, I'm sure you guys have heard of this, but you know those two uh, streamers who constantly bash on VTubers?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Bert Peanut, bro.
Uh, Rikeshi and someone else, I believe that of who it was. They actually met Iron Mouse, and they said one thing to her that actually, one, you should never say to a VTuber in general, and two, they don't realize what condition she has. Because what happened was they went up to Iron Mouse, actually realizing what they said was, of course she had to act all friendly and all that, right?
Mm.
And this was at a con, and the only way that Iron Mouse can be at a con is through an actual screen.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, what happened was they actually asked Iron Mouse what she looked like, and her being her, she joked about it, saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm chopped and all that," being joking about it. And they proceeded to, ask her questions that you really shouldn't ask a VTuber.
Yep.
And because of this, she actually did come out on her own stream saying that she didn't feel comfortable with this conversation. She wanted to get out of there. And a lot of people are actually attacking her for this, when yet she couldn't actually be there. Because, like, the funny thing is, they said, "Motherfucker, you weren't even there." Okay? She was there with them, technically, because she can't actually be anywhere else because of her condition. I don't remember what it's called. But it's where, and with her condition, if she ever actually leaves the house, she could, possibly die.
Yeah. She
That's
can't
why,
travel due to her condition.
Mm.
yeah. That's why I'm like a little disappointed in people not actually knowing what her condition is.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in the people who were shitting on Mouse the way they did.
Mm.
Because, like, I believe she said it multiple times what condition she has that makes it to where she can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's why people like CDogVA, for example, would have a tablet for her.
Mm-hmm. Baby No Money did when he was
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock. Speaking of Baby No Money, I hate
And he
that.
was also there at the time he was doing his Sonic the Hedgehog cosplay.
Oh yeah, and big thing, if you guys never noticed, did you guys hear that he's quitting music?
No, I did not.
I didn't know that he was quitting music.
People, he put out a poll asking of how many people hated his music. There were surprisingly a lot of people who said yes. So in this moment, he decided, hey, I might quit.
Mm.
And people were like, "Oh yeah, good. He's quitting." I really wish he didn't. He actually had some really good bangers.
Yeah. It sucks to know that he's quitting because he's had peak rap music. He has peak rap music for the 2020s era of rap.
I'm gonna be honest. If anyone tries to get me to stop, I'm just gonna flat out say, "Fuck you, not your taste. Get out of here."
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if they say, yeah, if they try to do the same thing to me, I would just say, hey, if you're going to
Because
be
like,
disrespectful about it, you are not welcome in this community.
Mm.
my music is specifically meant for people who like darker tones and just rock music in general. That's
Yeah, like I'm
that's
somebody
my main
who's
goal.
grown up listening to rock music.
Mm.
And of course, I forgot I left this out, but I forgot to mention electronic music too, because I discover like so many like new things about each electronic parts of music. For example, does anyone know breakcore?
Breakcore, I have heard of it. Yes, I have heard of breakcore.
I've got a song for you then.
Okay.
You can listen to it for like you can listen if you want. You can listen to it during this
From when Aiden Ross and
or
Drake
after.
was mentioned, it's
After.
because both of those are in the same both of those two men are in the same controversy together, and that controversy in question is for promoting illegal gambling.
Hmm.
All right, links coming in. You're right. Do you use Spotify for music, real quick?
Yeah, I use Spotify, so yeah.
Okay.
I use YouTube Music for music.
I know you use YouTube. I didn't know for him.
For me, yes, I do.
Yeah. For oh.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll take a look at it later.
And by nobody's surprise, there's a good chunk of supermarket collaborations for Stranger Things for season 5. But they
I mean,
have the
to be fair,
classic looks, which is on theme because the show takes place in the 1980s.
okay. Because you mentioned that, I still have the Gatorade bottle that I bought in where I've got my my neurologist appointment at I think in November of this year
Yeah,
for
I think it was
the
mid
release
October or
date.
early November. I'm gonna go take a restroom break, so I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
But it's the Gatorade bottle. Of course, it has the old Gatorade sign, like logo, right?
Right.
But what they did was they flipped it upside down
Oh, wow.
because the upside down,
Nice.
which is actually pretty cool. I kind of like it.
That's bad.
We're gonna wait for him
Alright.
to come back, but I guess seeing that he's gone,
Hmm.
Final Fantasy nerd talk.
Alright. That's fine.
Out of the Final Fantasy games, which ones have you played so far?
At the moment, I have played 16, and I have played a little bit of Crisis Core because I do have to admit, Crisis Core, I have to admit, is really good. I had fun playing that. I think it was last year. I played that last year, and it was fun playing it as well. I liked the characters, the story of it. It was really good.
You ready to hear the ones I've played?
What?
Of course, you know the one I'm currently playing through, which is Final Fantasy 16. I
Yep.
played Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 13. I am also currently playing through Final Fantasy 9.
That's not a bad one. That's a pretty good one.
I've played the remake of Final Fantasy 7. I plan on playing the other one.
Nice.
I've played Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. Fuck. I played a snippet of Final Fantasy 12. It's okay.
What
a snippet of Final Fantasy 10.
Not much. We were just doing. We had a little bit of a Final Fantasy. Yeah,
babbling about Final Fantasy.
Not surprised.
Yep.
Hey, we're Final Fantasy nerds. Fuck off. Oh yeah. Speaking of like Steam rewards for like what they do for the year, Steam Awards had nominate once the people who made AI Limit. They're like, please nominate us for AI Limit for the best game you suck at award.
That's
for context.
An evil reward, but that's funny.
Okay. The context for that though is that what they were going for like their game was a Souls-like, which of course, Souls like or Soul in any Soulsborne game is difficult.
Hmm.
So the reason why it's the best game you suck at is because, well, most likely if you're just a beginner on Souls likes, well, you're gonna fucking suck. Which I will purely agree with that because I think there's been like multiple times on my streams where I have died constantly in AI limit,
And
but it's still a fun game either way.
Hmm.
I don't care how many times I died.
yeah,
Like,
without getting into spoilers, if you've seen what the final season has to offer, what's your thoughts about it?
please don't. I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it either. Like, matter of fact, I avoided looking at anything related to season 5.
Because what we're doing, like what me and my friends are doing, is we're waiting until, of course, New Year's hits, so we can just
Same.
watch the entirety of season 5
Yeah,
all the way through. Because we watched all the way to season 4 as of now. We're just waiting till season 5 drops, like completely drops.
yeah. I need to look back at every season and then get into season 5 because at the time this episode comes out, I've watched the entirety of the show before season 5 2 years ago. Well, no, 3 years ago, I should say.
Hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, I am excited for the Dead by Daylight collaboration because we're getting into Stranger Things Vecna as a killer, and for the survivors, we're getting Robin, Eleven, Eddie, and Dustin.
Hmm.
From when I
sounds
saw
interesting.
Dustin, I was like, oh shit, things are gonna get good.
Demo dogs,
Yeah, I don't know who is
demo
going.
dogs.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to be their own character or who's going to be cosmetics for Steve or Nancy.
I'm surprised none of you like caught my little like voice reference there that I did.
Hmm.
Nah, it fits in the middle actually.
Un.
Wait, oh, I have a second background. I forgot I had a second background.
Oh,
It's a good thing that I took a sip of water because I am watching my hydration, which is good.
For those, I'm pretty sure you see it. This is the second background that I have. Yeah, it's another
You
Wuo one.
completely forgot that you had.
It's another Wuo one, of course. Don't you dare do that again.
Well, all I did was do an evil smile. Just
But if you don't know those two characters, I can tell you those two characters if you want me to.
I
In
know
the
that
background.
the one that's sitting on the piano is Rover.
Yes. The one who's actually playing the piano is Shorekeeper.
Yeah, how excited are the rest of you for the chapter 2 for the Stranger Things Dead by Daylight collaboration?
I'm
I might
excited.
buy it.
Yeah, no questions asked. Am I going to stream it the day it comes out?
Ah!
And speaking of Dead by Daylight, now they're on the topic of it, there are predictions that we're going to see Jason Voorhees or Art the Clown for the next crossover in celebration of the 10th anniversary.
Ooh.
For what I'm going to say for this, I highly doubt it's going to be Jason, due to them being a little bit of an asshole with Jason
Yeah,
copyright ways.
yeah.
So
Copyright wise, they started to calm down, which is good to see. Which was how we got Jason Universe at Halloween Horror Nights for 2025, and there are speculations that we're going to see a Jason animatronic for Spirit Halloween 2026 because of the fact that we're going to be having a camp theme for 2026. And as for Art the Clown, Damian Leone openly said that he is interested in the idea of seeing Art the Clown in Dead by Daylight. Which, honestly, if that happens, no questions asked would Art the Clown have the goriest Mori in the game.
I think as of now, their new like Dead by Daylight's a new original killer. Yeah, it's gory.
Yeah, the Kresu, damn, just the head exploding. Like, that's just starters, but
It's
the
not
way it
only
was
that,
done
it's
is
just
holy shit.
it's not only that, it's the fact that she can
Shapeshift to
exit
where,
her own body.
yeah, which that's disturbing enough. But the fact that the veins just go inside of the victim's body to where the head explodes, the way it was done is uncomfortable, but artistically well done.
Mm.
Well, you wouldn't want something to not be terrible, right?
No.
Yeah, so I would be happy to see a kill based off of. I would be happy to see one of the iconic kills get referenced in the Mori. Like, let's say, for example, the Hacksaw kill from 1, or Bleach and Salt for 2, or the Chainsaw Massacre from Terrifier 3.
I'm gonna have to size this down a bit because I plan on doing something. Yeah, I know if you're seeing this on this video, then please don't mind it.
Okay.
Yeah, audience, ignore that. Nevertheless, as for the rest of what we could predict for Dead by Daylight, what do you think their movesets would be like for Jason and Art?
Okay, for Jason, I would definitely like to see him use like his teleportation, so
Oh,
it could
that
just
would be
be.
awesome.
I did have to cut off her foot mainly because of the ground, because it wouldn't make sense.
Mm.
But yeah, this is the full image.
It would be nice to see Jason Voorhees has his teleportation because it would be not only a pain in the ass to deal with, but it would be very terrifying just being just like literally vanishes and then comes right to you, and then you'd be like, "Fuck!" Then instant death, like
Yeah.
that.
That would actually
I
be
can-
terrifying.
To be
and-
honest, I can already hear the Steagles for that.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
as for Art the Clown, I can see him having either Vicky or Emily Crane, also known as the little pale girl, be a sidekick.
Yeah.
And then have a Mori. And if they absolutely want to, as a Mori idea, reference Adam Burke's death in Terrifier 3 to where the face gets ripped off, or have Vicky hold the victim in place and reference the hacksaw kill.
Sounds pretty good.
That would honestly be pretty peak, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
Like, for example,
Here it
Springtrap as a requested killer in Dead by Daylight, he has a peak Mori.
Oh yeah.
Like, homie is aura farming with the jump scare at the end. But Matthew Lillard's was pretty funny. Like, he just old man jump scared where he's like, "Ah!"
It is Matthew
Matthew Leonard.
Leonard. So,
Lillard.
You can't go wrong with that.
I already had one for that. I don't know why I moved that.
And
But we're going
as
back to
for
this one. I like this one. It looks better.
yeah. Yeah, and as for Glitch Trap, he doesn't scream. He just goes like that is terrifying to see in the Mori. But when he grabs you, it goes hard with the animation for when he grabs you.
Oh yeah.
Like they honestly cooked with the Five Nights at Freddy's collaboration.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
And Terrifier is also collaborating with Rhea Ripley from WWE because she has a costume based off of Art the Clown, and she has openly said before that she wants to be in Terrifier 4, like be a victim in Terrifier 4, or but there's also speculations that Rhea Ripley is going to be Art's sidekick in the fourth film, which I
Okay.
would be down for either or.
That actually would sound pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Unfinished story. It is. What's the?
They would need to introduce a new character, and
Okay,
with
so
the mask that
there it
Rhea
is.
has, it looks like that she ripped Art's face off, which it honestly looks badass.
Hmm.
And I'm not a wrestling guy, but I did see that there is some cool merch designs at Hot Topic for the art merch, to where it's in purple, to where it's Rhea sticking her tongue out, and then there's Art and the pale girl reaching out. Like it looks so fucking cool.
Oh
Right.
And somebody also made a novel for Terrifier 3.
yeah. Ooh.
And as somebody who's seen all the 3 movies, Terrifier 3 is the most over-the-top film. And I have said this twice in a row when it comes to my honest opinions. Terrifier 3 is ass if we're going to talk about the storyline, because it was rushed.
Hmm.
As for 2 is the best film if we're going to talk about the storyline, because of the fact that Damien figured out what he wanted to do with the storyline. And 1 is a pretty good start, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna with the whole Rush storyline thing. To be fair, I kind of did Rush Part 1
That
for my
explained
story.
why I had criticisms.
Because I was trying to really build up it, but I'm like, it's probably better if I build up everything in Part 2. Because Part 2 is supposed to be the major plot hitting part of the story. So I'm like, I'll build everything up in Part 2. That's why it seems rushed.
And of course, I'm sure we've all grown up with Disney, but they're filing bankruptcy because of the fact that they've been under a lot of controversy for AI and behind the scenes toxicity.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Honestly, I'm not that too surprised about that, but the fact that they decided to work with the AI stuff, I mean it's their idea, I guess. It doesn't matter, but it just, do I think it's stupid? Yes.
Yes.
It is stupid. Yes, it is stupid, but it's Disney, so they do whatever the hell they do.
My main question is, when are they not stupid?
That is the real question. That is one thing. That is the one
it
thing
is
about
not
that.
what it used to be.
Nope.
I think that their last actual good movie, in my opinion, 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was actually the sequel to Frozen.
I did not like the first Frozen movie, and
I didn't
don't want to
either.
watch the second one, to be honest.
I didn't like the first one, but the second one, it actually kind of redeemed itself.
I've watched the first one. It's
Iffy.
Yeah, it's
Second
iffy.
one. Second one?
Second one's
all right.
Yeah, second one's not too bad.
It's not
It's all
too
right. No.
Yeah. And when it comes to Marvel, it's been hit or miss after Endgame. And as for Star Wars, The Force Awakens is the only film in the sequels that was good. The rest of it is ass.
Yes, that I will agree
Two?
with you on that.
But I will say this much:
Disney
The
didn't
Rise
do
of
too well.
Skywalker is a guilty pleasure because it's neither good nor bad. It's just
Yep.
fun.
Hmm.
I didn't know what to say about all the sequels because I'm like, they tried it, but it didn't go well.
Nope.
Mm, no. The only thing I did not like about some parts of it is there were a little bit of fan basing a bit with J.J. Abrams. I mean, yes, like he said it himself, he was a big fan of Star Wars, but there was too much of it that he did, and that's the part I a bit like. I mean, I get you're a big fan of Star Wars, but just try not to
Please try to
fan
keep
base it. Yeah, just try not to fan base it too much.
your fan things out.
Yeah, that's the thing I was a bit concerned about that.
Because, like, I get it. If you like the series, okay, just throw in a few fan things, but not too much.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Like,
that
I
was the
know
thing.
that there's a good chunk of horror movies to where some remakes would have some legacy characters.
I mean, to be fair, whenever it comes to like remakes and stuff, Final Fantasy VII actually those wits little things.
Mm.
They weren't in the original.
I was talking about movie remakes, not video game remakes.
I know, but it kind of goes into play about like the same thing with actual game remakes because things that were in the original may be in the remake.
Like the line from Resident Evil 4 where Leon's like, "Where's everyone going? Bingo?"
Yeah,
Yeah, I fucking love that line.
yeah. I still found it funny when they were doing the remake. They were going to take that line off, but then they realized no, probably wasn't a good idea, so they just kept it in there.
Yeah.
Also, Jay, I do
Yeah.
have a. I said Jay.
Oh, okay.
I finally have a line for Nadine. Maybe a little reference, but I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
That's Clive from Final Fantasy 16.
It's not. To be fair, it wasn't Clive who actually said it first. It is a character in Final Fantasy 16, but it wasn't him.
Hmm.
Someone here knows. I'm pretty damn well sure you do. It's a deeper voice than Clive, I can say that.
Shit, I can't even said that.
Yeah, the reason on why I thought it was Clive is because he says that as a dialogue intro in Tekken 8. I don't remember who it's against when he says it.
Nice cosplay. What the hell is cosplay? Like, that's the one thing I find hilarious. Just they mentioned that's a nice cosplay you got there. Where'd you get it? What the hell's cosplay?
Yeah, to be fair, I understand why he doesn't know, because he's from the medieval age.
Yep.
That's why he's like, the hell is cosplay? And like, that's the funny thing though. Someone actually like dressed him up as like Dante, I think. And
I think it was
they
Maximilian
they
dude
fought
who did that.
they fought they went against that person who says that. And he's like, that's an actual quote. He didn't know, so it's like as he was dressed him up as Dante, he hears that question. That question is asked, and he's like, "What the hell's cosplay?"
Oh, that is fuck. It is funnier when you have cosmetics on for the character.
And then it just actually happens. Like, don't. I also find a little thing funny whenever it comes to Clive. I don't think people realize that the econs can actually last longer than double triggers.
Yeah. I am against this buyout, and you all know which one I'm talking about.
What?
Netflix buying Warner Brothers.
Oh,
Why?
the purchasing thing? Yeah.
This is
It's good.
my standpoint on
There's
it.
a good chance that's gonna fuck over the entertainment
Hold on,
industry,
hold on.
where there's not gonna be as competitiveness as there
Hear
is
me
nowadays.
Mm.
Hear me out. In Netflix buying Warner Brothers, right?
Yeah.
They will be removing a gaming mechanic that everyone has wanted since its released.
The Nemesis system.
Yeah, they're going to be removing that patent.
Okay. Well, that is one thing I was a bit concerned about that, but I'm still concerned about what the hell is going to be up with, like, how the hell are they going to do with their movies and theaters and all that stuff. I don't know exactly what they will do
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
why I brought up the point of saying I'm concerned for the future of the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
I'm not, because
And
most of it.
another positive note that we can bring up is that Halloween Horror Nights in Netflix is in good terms, so there's a good chance that we're gonna see some Warner Bros IPs at the event for whichever one's fans request.
Yeah.
Whenever
Like,
it
for
comes
example, I would love to see it at Halloween Horror Nights, which is speculated for the 2026 season.
is it a bad thing that I'm not really a horror person?
Wimp.
I've just never been a horror person. Fuck off, man.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair enough. I mean, not a lot of people can
Like-
get into horror.
Like, I don't mind it. It's just I can't find the stories interesting. I'm sorry. I just can't.
How can you not find the horror stories interesting? What if it's action horror, like Resident Evil?
Okay. Still. Eh. Where's the point of horror if it's action? If it has action.
Resident Evil balances action and horror.
Okay. Like, this is my standpoint. If you're going to make a horror like story, why is action involved? Action just makes it just a normal action kind of thing.
I would argue that it depends on the execution.
Eh.
Like, if you've
That's
seen the
what-
Blade movies, the horror aspect comes from the vampires.
I have. Wasn't scary.
Have you seen Alien? Have you seen Predator?
Those are considered slashers, I believe.
But they still are part of the horror.
Exactly.
That is one thing. Yeah.
More so xenomorphs than predators.
Yep. Hell, I can tell you an interesting fun fact. The late creator of Nightmare on Elm Street, at first, like, he didn't even want to do horror. He actually wanted to do romance films.
Yeah,
But he
romance
decided
as a
to
genre
horror.
is not for me.
I dabble in it a little bit. Not too much, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, if to be fair, I've only dabbled into it like whenever it comes to like certain characters. The only time I do is if it's like in a game like Final Fantasy.
Hmm.
Sarah and Snow. I will not elaborate on that. I'm just saying those two characters. If you know 13 lore, you know.
Fair enough.
Yep. There is 3 individuals that I do want to pay tribute to for this episode, which is Kari Hiroyuki Tekawa, which I'll admit it honestly sucked that he passed away, and hearing Shang Tsung is never going to feel the same whenever he's voiced by Kari Tekawa. Jeff Garcia, which he's voiced Sheen in Planet Sheen and Jimmy Neutron, which it's gonna hurt hearing his voice in these shows looking back at it.
It still hurts me still.
And if you know a content creator named Adam the Woo, his cause of death is unknown, but he passed away at the age of 51, which he's known for visiting abandoned places, going to film locations, and he goes to theme parks.
Okay. I know you brought that up, but I guess I should bring this one up for the anime side of things as well. For those of you who don't know or haven't heard, the original voice actress for I believe Recovery Girl from My Hero has recently passed. The English VA. I don't remember her name though. So do keep that in mind. I know someone here hasn't continued it. I'm already on like season 6, at season 7 or 6. Catch up.
It's gonna take a lot of convincing to get me back into the show because season 4 is absolute dog shit.
I wouldn't really say that for 5. 5 kind of redeems it.
I haven't heard good things about 5, so that's why I'm saying good luck.
You're probably you've only probably heard bad things about 5 mainly because of the Class B and Class 1A and Class 1B thing, the side of it. Because it's only like part 2, in my opinion of it, it's good. Because it's starting to lead up towards, well, a major hit point for plot point for the entire show. It's leading up to the final act of My Hero. Which if you guys didn't know, it did end. The anime did, finally.
Yeah.
Final act is really good though. That's why I want you to get back into it so you can witness the final act.
Yeah, so as for the individuals on who passed away, Kari Tekawa died at the age of 75, and the cause of death is a stroke. And it was December 4th at the time he passed away. Okay, so Jeff Garcia was born May 3rd, 1975, so he was 50 at the time he passed away.
Hmm.
And according to Wikipedia, I'm trying to. Okay, so.
Yep.
He suffered a brain aneurysm, causing him to collapse and hit his head a few weeks before his death.
Hmm.
So I want to say that he passed away in the hospital.
Mm.
And he also had pneumonia, a stroke, and final compilations. So I'm doing my research.
Hmm.
And as of recording this episode, there is no cause of death for Adam the Woo.
Mm. Now, for the one I mentioned, it's Julie Erickson. She passed away on the 17th of this year, of 2025, of this month,
Hmm.
December.
Yeah, so last month at the time this episode comes out, because it is New Year's Day at the time this episode is out.
Right.
Yeah. Is there a confirmed cause of death?
No. Most people are saying old age.
Hmm.
How old is the actress?
Actress. She was 86.
86.
That would explain a lot on the old age.
Hmm.
And to get into more exciting stuff so that we can take a break from the sad shit that happened from when we were paying tribute to well-known celebrities, including Adam the Woo, because he is an internet celebrity before he passed away.
Hmm.
Markiplier was in tears because of the fact that tickets to go see Iron Lung sold out in a lot of AMC theaters, and it is going to be in theaters January 30th, 2026. So, a
All
day
right.
before we have the second anniversary of this podcast.
Okay.
Ooh. All right.
And not only is Mark directing the movie, he's also starring in it as well.
Nice.
Honestly, I am excited for this movie.
Who wouldn't be?
I cannot wait for it. I hope it will be good.
Yeah, so when it comes to what we've seen for this year's Game Awards, we could go based off of memory.
Hmm.
I honestly feel like that we should give the news on the nominations first before we dive into the announcements that was made during the show.
Mm.
Like, Expedition 33 sweeped this year. They won everything except for Best Audio.
9. Okay.
Battlefield 6
It won
Best Audio.
9 out of the 11 awards.
Wait, what?
Expedition 33 won 9 out of the 11.
Yeah,
Which is insane.
the only one that I know that they lost is Best Audio.
Yeah, because that was Battlefield 6 won the best audio design.
Either 8 or 9 out of the entirety. Because whenever it comes to like player voice, I'm happy one of them won.
Yeah.
And because of that, for those who actually play the game, Weathering Waves, because they won Player's Voice, you got a free 10 pull.
Nice.
When I say Kuro is generous, they are generous.
And I have said before that I was pissed that this batch did not win Best Debut Indie. Like, at the time we were watching the show, I was clapping for it, and from when I saw it, I was banging on my desk out of anger.
I think I'm the only one that's not really pissed.
Dude, this batch was done dirty in the Game Awards.
Yeah,
Okay. My main question is, who did they lose to?
Claire.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, actually.
And my friend Cherry Rose was like, no, you knew that this game was gonna win, don't play with me. And then I brought up a good counter argue point saying that the Game Awards is known for being rigged.
Okay, I'm not going off of that. I'm going off of the pure popularity of, well, Clear Obscure. Everyone loved Expedition 33. It was blowing up for, like, ever. And still is.
And I played it
That's-
yesterday, and I had fun with it. I had a blast.
That's saying how much people love the game.
I don't have the game.
I don't either. I'm going off of, like, actual stats of what's being said about the game. And it is really good. Like, the stats for it is amazing.
Yeah, and for Best Sports, I was not surprised that Mario Kart World was gonna win. And for Best Family, it should have been Sonic Cross
Actually,
World.
This is where I'm actually pissed off about, is that it's just the moment Sonic actually has a good chance of winning something, which would be like racing, they got cucked from it by Nintendo.
Yeah. I do have to admit, yes, they actually got
It's like-
very.
They got cucked.
I know.
And one, you can't really blame them. I'm solely just blaming the Game Awards for that. Because every time Sonic goes against Mario, it's always a loss on their end. Always.
It's because there's favoritism.
Yep.
Yeah, they see Mario. Oh, Mario has to be good. Not this time around.
Yeah, Mario Kart World does not look good visually, to be 100% honest.
No.
And a good chunk of the characters was done dirty. Like, Yoshi, he doesn't feel the same. Donkey Kong, he was done dirty.
And for, like, Sonic Crossworlds, on the other hand, we've got, I don't know, SpongeBob, Steve, Pac-Man,
SpongeBob,
Mega
Steve,
Man.
Pac-Man,
We've got,
Mega Man,
and then ones that are coming on, that are
and there's
on
also
their way,
speculations
Teenage
that we're
Mutant
gonna
Ninja
get the
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, and we're gonna
We are.
get the
We are.
Avatar
It's confirmed.
vendors.
It's confirmed by Sega.
Oh, yeah. And the
We're
fact that we
getting
also got
Teenage
Hatsune
Mutant Ninja Turtles
Miku as a
and-
guest character is insane.
Okay. I want you to think about this real quick. Who does Sega? What companies do Sega own?
They own quite a lot of characters.
I can't think of that.
And by the way, Project Diva is actually funded by Sega. They're the ones who publish it. Who publish Project Diva. So in all technicality, it was bound that Miku joining a Sonic game, like a Sonic racing game, was bound to happen at some point.
And I was caught by surprise to see Joker from Persona 5, but given the
Atlas,
fact that he's a Sega character, I
Atlas
understood
is
why.
Yep.
And
Atlas is under Sega. Yes.
fuck, what's that
Same.
guy's name from the Like a
Ichiban.
Dragon game?
Ichiban.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was
Ichiban
not surprised to
Kasuga.
see him.
Yeah, he's also under the Sega line.
I have a feeling that we're gonna see the rest of the Phantom Thieves later on.
I highly doubt it. We might see Makoto Yuki though. Cause that's another like Persona character that everyone likes. Makoto Yuki. Or Itis.
Yeah.
And to start things off for what a good chunk of us are interested in, Free Shepherd is you just play as a dog in a open world game.
That one was pretty interesting. That trailer of it just looked very adorable, and I was just like
It
the
did.
fact that you're playing as a dog and you just get to travel in the open world type of aspect. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Nice voice crack, by the way.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Anytime, I'll be it.
Also,
I can hear oil bubbling.
am I the only one that thinks this? But it's like my brain is like for like Final Fantasy 16. If you've seen like all the other variants of Shiva, she is rarely wearing anything.
Nerd alert!
This is a nerdy podcast, so shut the fuck up. You can't say that.
Whoa,
No.
I think I might have made a new soundboard. You're welcome, guys.
Hold on. You're contradicting what this podcast is.
Yeah, it's a podcast for nerds from nerds. So if anybody
Yeah.
wants to make memes out of what I just said, you're welcome, Chief.
Yep.
I have meme material with half of the shit that comes out of my mouth.
Shiva in all the games before 16, but she barely was wearing anything. Barely.
Yeah.
You get to 16 because the dominant is Jill. She's a well-kept person and is modest. So it makes sense if Shiva actually looked like a modest person in this one, which they followed that principle, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Steam stuff on my computer on my side monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, that looks cool.
So, Decrepit is a Souls-like dungeon crawler, which I am
Souls-like
actually
dungeon
excited
crawler?
about. And the fact that's in first person too, that's gonna be a fun challenge.
I am not surprised about that. Oh my god.
Oh, they're doing play tests.
Huh.
Holy shit, they're doing play tests.
I see. So
And Escape from Duckov is basically Escape from Tarkov, but with ducks.
how many more topics do we have after this one?
Let me check. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to hear my thoughts. So we're not at the point to where it's going to be 4 hours again, so we're all good on that part. At most, it's probably going to be 2. So Pragmata is a new game that's been revealed at the Game Awards, which it is going to be a new Capcom game coming out April 24th, 2026.
Oh, you mean
Where's DMC6, assholes?
You mean Pragmata, that new Capcom IP? That I'm still excited for that IP.
Yeah,
All
I love
this.
the
That's all
concept
I'm
of it.
saying. This is all I'm going to say towards Capcom. Where the hell is Devil May Cry 6?
There was confirmed that the voice of Virgil actually confirmed that, so that
Let
may
them cook.
happen. Yep.
They're
Like,
probably not
I'm
ready
being
to
honest.
announce it yet, but let them cook.
Yep.
Like, all I'm saying, the only other time I've heard Virgil's voice is in Punishing Grey Raven. Yeah, DMC did a Devil May Cry 5 did a collab. Capcom
Yep.
did a collab with the Kuro.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yes, it was confirmed by the voice actor. He did say fans will have to wait and see, but he did say yes, the 6th will happen. So,
Yes.
yep.
Yeah, Bradley the Badger is a new platformer, which it's a platformer game that is pretty much all over the place world-wise.
It does look pretty interesting. It didn't look that.
I mean, to be fair, it's not a platformer if it's not all over the place.
Shit, good point.
yeah.
like, think about it. With all the Mario games, you're going where? From the Mushroom Kingdom to where? Bowser's place.
Yeah. True.
But
That is
there
a
are
good
some
point.
certain lands that you will need to fight Koopas and Goombas at while you are on your way there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. God, the things I wish I didn't.
And there's 2 new Star Wars games, which I was caught by surprise to see that we got not 1, but 2 Star Wars announcements.
I'm still excited for the fate of the Old Republic.
Yeah,
That I
Fate
still
of the
can't
Old
wait.
Republic, I was like, no shot, this is a Star Wars game. The moment I saw the lighting and heard the sound, I was like, oh my god, it's Star Wars.
Now, there is a game that me and one of my friends are excited about. I even have it on my wish list.
Is it Galactic
On
Racer?
Steam. No!
Yeah, I honestly am looking forward to...
All I have to say, one of my streams feature me yelling a certain word.
Pierce yellow!
Yes! What stream was that?
I don't remember
I'm jogging
the
your
game,
memory.
but
It's Ace Combat. Ace Combat 7.
yeah, I knew the moment you said a certain thing, I was like, oh, I know what he's talking about. I'm just gonna let it all out.
Ace Combat 8 was announced.
I'm still excited for that. I cannot wait to see what Ace Combat 8 will do.
I'm we got a few things confirmed. The only thing I'm very disappointed about is we can't walk around the aircraft carrier. It's only just first-person cinematics. That's it. They're being boring and not letting us walk around.
Yeah, between Fate of the Old Republic and Galactic Racer, which of the 2 Star Wars games is your most anticipated? It's Fate for me.
No clue.
Fate.
I
Hell
didn't really
yeah,
watch it.
Joe! Air high five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Air 5.
I was doing other things while these Game Awards were happening, so I can't really say.
Yep.
Anyway. What's next?
Okay, so Ontos,
I already
which I can
I
read
already
the
got
description of it.
about that.
So there's no official release date yet. So Ontos is a sci-fi mystery set on the repurposed moon hotel Samsara. Uncover cryptic experiments, face unsettling encounters, and piece together a mind-bending narrative. The deeper you go, the more the truth unveils as you confront the ultimate question: what is reality? Yeah, I'm putting this in my wish list because I would love to play this for horror game season.
Ah, of course.
Dude, it's a horror game. What else? What else do I do with horror games, bro? They go hard on Halloween time, alright?
Yeah.
Like, matter of
Depends
fact,
on the
I
game.
have a strategy for 2026 as to how I'm gonna make the algorithm love me.
Eh. I have my doubts.
I have 5 years worth of experience, which is going to be 6 in 2026. So watch this. And
Uh-huh.
it
And
was.
how many followers have you gained in those 5 years?
You really want to go down that route?
Yeah, I do.
Probably.
I'm not answering that question.
Answer it.
No.
Probably.
Don't be a pussy.
Probably not. Evade that question.
Okay.
Yeah. From himself of Midnight One Games of Impact, one of the staff members who made the game did confirm that it's coming to PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
So
What
it's good
other
to-
consoles?
What do you mean?
Is it
what
just
other-
those two? What is this game originally on?
PC and Xbox.
Oh, okay. 'Cause for those of you who don't know, though, the reason why I didn't get to play like Final Fantasy 16 until now is because of one simple limiting factor. PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Mabu. Yeah.
What?
There's another reason on to why I am excited for Resident Evil Requiem. Take a guess.
Leon!
Morton, that was cringe. But it is correct. Leon Kennedy is coming back
As an old man.
the legacy character for Resident Evil Requiem, but he's not getting the Chris treatment. Chris was done dirty in Resident Evil Village, where he didn't have enough screen time to be appreciated.
Yeah. What a shame. What a shame.
Yeah, so you get to choose to play as either Leon or Grace. For Leon, you get the explosive action with the balance of horror, and for Grace, you get the survival horror. And if you ask me, that's a good way to balance out the horror aspect. Which I would be down to play both stories for when I play Resident Evil Requiem.
Same here.
Yay.
If it's multiplayer, I would be down to play with you.
Hey, I'd be down as well.
Hell
If
yeah.
it is, then definitely.
And Wizards of the Coast is having a game studio now. Or there's already one. I just probably don't know about it. But there's going to be a Warlock game that's coming out in 2027, which is going to be based off of the Warlock class in Dungeons and Dragons.
That trailer for that game, it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's gonna be.
And the design for the Warlock in question that was in the trailer, they looked badass.
Oh, I
Old
definitely
dexterity
agree.
save.
Gets a nat 20.
Fuck.
Eh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a menace because I was gonna fart on the mic, which that would just be evil if I did.
No, I said it as a joke.
I know. I followed along with the joke because the way
I wanted
the way
I
I
wanted to do
sarcastically
something
said rolls a
hilarious.
nat 20 says it all.
I wanted to do something even funnier with that. Just pull out my dice set and actually do it.
I killed a cockroach that's on my desk and it's on my finger.
Ew.
Fair enough.
It was being a real cock.
Exactly.
None of you heard the. Did you not get the joke?
I
Yes.
heard the joke.
Okay. Did you not get it?
Well, yeah, they're cockroaches. Yes.
Yeah, they're
They're
being a
roaches
real
with cocks.
cock.
Yes.
That's worse.
That's your
That was-
reaction as I was making the face I made.
That's worse than my joke. Screw off, man.
Bro, I can make worse.
I could too, but I'm not going to. I'm keeping a filter.
Yeah, I keep a filter when it comes to keeping TOS in mind. But behind closed doors, I have no filter.
I'm being honest. I really don't want to break that TOS. That's why I'm still suspicious about streaming Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, did you guys
'Cause,
see the trailer for Gang of Dragon?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
I have.
dude, the guy that you play as, he was aura farming in the bar. Like, he was just chilling while there was 3 gangsters that were trying to get his attention to kick his ass. He's just, on the phone calmly. And then after he hangs up, he's like, alright, time to kick some ass. And then he does.
Yep.
I think I know a better character that aura farms than him.
Song Jinwoo?
No. I know someone who aura farms better than Sun Jin Woo. Go ahead and guess.
I'm not gonna take a guess. Nevertheless, I do like the fact
let's
that
He does have the same hair color and eye color as Sun Jin Woo.
that was a dick move on interrupting me.
Sorry. I do that a lot. My bad.
Anyways, as I was saying, I am excited for Gang of Dragon. There's no official release date yet, but with the way it's looking so far, they're cooking with it.
Oh yeah.
Like, the fact that it's going to be like a beat-em-up style game, that's going to be fun. And the fact that I saw gory in the tags, I don't know how gory it's going to be. Like, if the most that we're going to get is gunshots and piercings or cuts, then that would be something that I would be down to play. Because if it's cut off body parts, that would depend on what body parts are cut off. because when it comes to fucking up the flesh, anything that's head related makes me uncomfortable.
Oh.
Like, skinning somebody's face makes me uncomfortable.
Okay, like head wise, like anything that deals with the head and face. Do you like? My main question is, seeing that you brought that up now, like for the head, you're fine with decapitation, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then you'll be fine with Final Fantasy 16 then.
Yeah, I've seen decapitations in Skyrim, so
Yeah, there's quite a bit of guts and blood and guts and there's actually a lot of blood in Final Fantasy 16. Hence why it's rated mature.
yep. And as for the rest of what is in mind for what was announced at the Game Awards, we're getting a Street Fighter 6 movie that's coming out October 16th. And I'm honestly excited for it, and they have a packed cast. And the one that caught me surprised but the most is that we're seeing Jason Momoa as Blanca.
I still can't wait for that movie to see how this will go.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll be good.
What? We're getting 50 Cent as Balrog?
Yep.
We're getting a rapper as a boxer before GTA 6.
I do remember Eric Andre's going to be in it as well, which is very, very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They have a good cast.
Oh yeah.
And I have a good feeling that it's going to be a banger movie. And there is a new... Well, there's two Tomb Raider games. Tomb Raider Legacy and Tomb Raider... Wait, no. Legacy of Atlantis and Catalyst. And if I remember correctly, Catalyst comes out 2026 and Legacy of Atlantis comes out 2027.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
That
I was going
I
based
think
off of memory.
I think yes, you were correct on that one. Catalyst, I still can't wait for that, and the Legacy of Atlantis. Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to play that game.
I'm excited for it, but I honestly feel like that I need to play the Tomb Raider games so that I know what I'm getting myself into.
Definitely you will definitely enjoy the Tomb Raider games. They are really fun. I mean, I had a blast playing them.
Yeah, I have the remake of Tomb Raider in my Steam wishlist.
Nice.
And as somebody who's grown up with Diablo 4 is having the Lord of Hatred DLC to where you get to play as a paladin.
That one looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, the paladin is honestly badass in Diablo.
Oh yeah.
And to be 100% honest, I thought that we were gonna get a new Diablo game, but nope, it's just Diablo DLC. Which I would not be... Which I'd be genuinely surprised if we get a Diablo 5, because... And if it makes up for Diablo 4, because I've been hearing mixed things about Diablo 4.
At first, when it was released, yes, it was a bit mixed, especially with its seasons, for what I've heard. But at least at the moment, it might take some time for them to see what they will cook up. But the Faith right now, we'll just have to wait and see what
Yep.
happens.
The merc with the mouth is in the game.
Yep, it is.
Yep. And to Marvel fans, that tells you that Deadpool is in Marvel Rivals. And I'm not gonna lie, I am excited to see Deadpool in Marvel Rivals. And you wanna know what the crazy part about it was? I called it. We were gonna see Deadpool in Marvel Rivals.
That I was not expecting. It was quite of a shocking prediction, but hey, you did a fucking fantastic prediction right there.
Yeah, I did. Like, I was surprised that I predicted that we were gonna see Deadpool. The Matrix was real.
Hey, I'm excited. I'm excited to play as Deadpool in Marvel Rivals, and I cannot
Yeah.
wait.
When I upgrade my PC, I do want to get back into playing Marvel Rivals and kick ass as Moon Knight.
Nice.
I never plan on playing it.
Is it not your type of game?
Eh.
Fair enough.
All I have to say, yet that I have a bad taste for hero shooters because of a certain game.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If it's Overwatch, I'm going to be 100% honest. Overwatch 1 is good. Was good. Overwatch 2 is dog shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we can all agree on that.
Yes, I can agree on that one.
Yes. Yeah, I guess.
I don't know who Elemental is, but she's a new fighter in Invincible Versus, and somebody made a good prediction saying that she might be somebody that we may see for season 4 of the show.
Hmm.
Which we don't know when season 4 is going to come out. Like, season 1 came out 2021, season 2 2023, and season 3 2025. So I think it's going to be 2027 when we see season 4.
Probably.
Yeah, going off of that pattern, I think that would make the most sense.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for Invincible versus, like, Invincible versus an Avatar, along with other fighting games that I can't think of on the top of my head. I have a good feeling that we're gonna have a competitive year for this year, for the 2026 Game Awards for Best Fighting Game.
Hmm. Probably.
And a
Did
good prediction
remember.
that I made is that when it comes to guest characters, I think there's a good chance that we're gonna see Homelander from The Boys as a guest character. Spawn would
Hmm.
also
What?
be a good inclusion given the fact that he's had a cameo in the comics.
Yeah.
For what? The boys for what now?
Homelander from The Boys for
Yeah,
Invincible
for
versus.
oh, eh.
Alright, let me ask you this question. If Omni-Man and Homelander was to have a fight, who do you think would win?
Omni Man.
Yep, Death Battle has proven that Omni-Man would win a fight against Homelander.
No, I'm just saying this in general. Homelander against like any fictional like superhero. I it's kind of obvious who's gonna win depending on the hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
so
If I'm being honest, the Homelander's just kind of a joke.
alright, how about this? Batman versus Moon Knight. Who do you think would win?
That depends on the circumstances. If it's a death battle, then it depends. Because one, killing goes against, well, Batman's morals. Batman never kills.
No, he does not.
Nope.
Like, whenever it comes to like morals and all that, I take those into account. And if it's like a death battle, then most likely the person who doesn't kill will most likely have let the person who doesn't really have that moral win.
That is true with Batman's immorals. He does not kill. Comic books say otherwise. I mean, there were some versions. Yes, he has killed, but that's just comic books.
And if we're gonna go into logic of characters who reveal themselves as heroes but kills other villains, we all know that Superman kills the Joker in the Injustice universe.
Well, yeah.
And for a understandable reason too.
I
Yep.
mean, that is true. Because, like, if you think about it, if you think about heroes, there's two ways that you can think about them. One is that they're a pacifist, to where they'll hurt someone enough to where they'll disable them, but they won't necessarily kill them. For example, my character, Nadine. She doesn't kill. She disables, but she doesn't kill. Whenever it comes to like certain characters that do, heroes that do, it's to a point to where they'll do it if it's absolutely necessary.
That's what it's like for the Guardians of the Mirror Gate, because if the world around them was to be threatened, including its dimensions, that's when it would be necessary to kill them.
Rover also kind of falls under that category of killing if necessary. Because Kuro has shown if somebody gets in his way of doing something, he will kill.